Well, today I'd like to share Wellfleet with you. Wellfleet is just a wonderful, wonderful town on the lower Cape of Cape Cod. It's definitely the quieter section of Cape Cod. And Wellfleet is just a beautiful old town. It has three main sections. We'll go and take a look at each of them. This is the downtown area, okay? It's a vibrant little town. As far as major shopping, that's not what Wellfleet is known for. You have to go into Orleans if you want a large grocery store or something like that, okay, or Wendy's or whatever. But this is a very quaint Cape Cod town, and it's just wonderful. We'll then go down and look at the artist gallery section of town that goes along the marsh, and then we'll end up at the harbor, okay, and I just love the harbor. All right, so here we are in downtown Wellfleet. Over here is the Wellfleet marketplace. Now, I said there's no big grocery stores, and so we have this very, very nice local restaurant. Local marketplace. And we'll take you in to give you a quick view, because this is where you'll do, thank you, a lot of your shopping if you're wanting to shop local, okay. See, we have wine and liquors and bakery items. All right, very well stocked. Okay, and have some prepared foods. Deli items. One of the things you'll find is on the Cape you get to the quieter sections, and quite often you might have to go quite a distance to go to a grocery store and get all your grocery needs, but this store is large enough to actually take care of almost all of your needs. All right. So deli area and dairy, and we have fresh vegetables. Okay, and now let's continue on down Main Street. We got a across the way we have a fresh fish store. Winslow's Tavern. Thrift shop here. Okay.
I wonder if we sold that Manal.
Liquor store. Real estate office. One of our friendly competitors. Come down, there's a, here we have the Wellfleet Oyster Clothing Ragtime Limited. Okay, now this used to be the Lighthouse Diner. You see the lighthouse on top. Okay. This was a place that my parents used to bring the kids up for dinner once in a while when I was growing up in Eastham. But it has not been a restaurant for many years. And then we have another small shop, a lot of very small boutique shops here, which is just delightful. Across the way we have Emac and Bolio's ice cream, another retail store back there in the barn. All right, so this is definitely a place that you can come and have a beautiful little evening walk and get some ice cream and say hi to your fellow neighbors. We have Wellfleet Preservation Hall here, Art, Culture and Community Center. As we move on, we at Cape Cod 5-cent Savings Bank, one of the great local banks. They are very, very involved in the community, help support most of our major charities. In fact, I think every charity I'm involved in, Cape Cod 5 is also a supporter of. So definitely a high five to them for supporting the community. We have up front over there, which is a clothing and gift store. Francis over here, which is a contemporary women's clothing store. As you see, a lot of people out walking the town. And we have the Curiosa and Curiosa. Okay, it's closed today, but it has a lot of local type items of clothing and other items. And then we have Sick Day, which is Sick Day has a whole bunch of fun stuff to do on the day you're taking off. Okay, we have Wellfleet Home Drift, which is Wellfleet Home and Gift Shop. So a large variety of shops here definitely hold your interest, and it makes for a fun afternoon. Okay, now we're driving down towards the harbor, but this area has a lot of art galleries. Over here we have the Customs House, which is an art gallery. You have Cove Gallery right here. All right, Left Bank Gallery. Okay, then we have the Mid-Cape Home Center here. Another gallery on our right. We have the Works Gallery here. Okay, they'll do a lot of wine openings and stuff. Very enjoyable. Off Main Gallery here. Celeste Fine Art Gallery. Okay, so you see very artistic. Max Shack Sushi and Raw Bar. Very nice restaurant. There's a local Cape Cod chain of restaurants. They have one in Chatham also, one in Eastham. Some are more fish markets, others are full-blown restaurants. That one's one of the full-blown restaurants. As you see, we have the Holden Inn over here. You can stay, or your guests can stay if they're coming to visit you, and they're not going to stay at your house. And we're now arriving at the harbor. Now, Wellfleet Harbor is a wonderful harbor. It is about 5 miles from where I grew up. I used to sail up here to go to the local market right here. Had ice cream and food and stuff. I'll show it to you in a moment. But it was just delightful. And they used to do whale watches out of here. Stormy Mayo, who is the probably the biggest whale watch person on the Cape, now mostly out of Provincetown, but he used to be here, and he very nicely, when I was a kid, used to let me tie up at his dock. All right, so now we're at the harbor, and they, by the way, this had shoaled in and had been. Bigger boats were not able to come here anymore. They've now dredged it last couple of years, and they're doing it in sections, and they've now done it to 6 feet, so most boats can get in. Obviously you have moorings out there, you have the commercial pier here for the commercial fishermen, and then along here you have slips the whole length, okay, and you have boats that stay up in those slips. All right, the seafood shop I used to come to as a kid when I used to sail my 16 feet 9 inch O'Day day sailor up, and it's now, this shop used to be a local shop, but it's now part of Mac's small Cape Cod chain. Here it is. All right, and probably the best part about Mac's is you'll notice that you have these picnic tables with one of the best views on the Cape for eating. Now these are actually public picnic tables, so you can actually bring your own food here and eat, but obviously if you buy it at the on the pier restaurant here. Then you can do this, and as you can see, it is just a delightful view that you have. All right, so that's the pier. Now down at the end of the pier, they have square dances and concerts. Very lively place. This is very special if you get to spend your summers here. Also, across here, there's a restaurant called The Pearl, which is a very well-liked local restaurant. Again, right on the pier, so you get to take a stroll after or before dinner and take in all the boats and nature. All right, so now we're at the Chequasit Country Club. Chequasit Country Club here in Wellfleet is the only golf course in Wellfleet. And it has a nice little building here, clubhouse here, okay. Also has sailing and boating. Okay, we'll walk over here and you'll see this is their beachfront area. All right, as you see, they have both a boathouse down there and the tent for events. They have all the kayaks and the like. Now we're in October, so the boats are out, but you can see the moorings out there where they keep the boats. So very active in the summer. And here's the front of the clubhouse. We go down, and they also have a lot of kids' activities here. All right, but here's the tee. First tee for the first hole, and here's the pro shop over here. But it's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, if you look at that, it's gorgeous. They also have pickleball and tennis here. So great for activities. All right, and now we're over by the slips, as you can see. There are quite a few slips. All right, and also let me just ask a favor. We put a lot of time and effort in putting these videos together for you. If you could like and subscribe, it would be wonderful. We really would appreciate it. Also, if you have any questions or any suggestions of what other videos you'd like us to do, include it in the comments section. And obviously, if you have any real estate interests, please reach out to us. All right, so the last stop we're going to do here is the little restaurant row that is on the way into Wellfleet. Okay, we have 3 very nice restaurants in a row here. We have the Copper Swan, the Wicked Oyster, and the third one was in the middle. They had their sign down already, and I forget the name of it, interestingly enough. All right, so there's our tour of Wellfleet. If you have any questions, please ask. If you have any comments or suggestions, as I said earlier, and also like and subscribe. Thank you.